What's up, YouTube family? Thanks for tuning in. Right now, we're about to get into the topic of VIPs, Volunteers in Police Service, otherwise known as National Neighborhood Watch. And we're going to talk about how they play a role in targeting individuals, gang stalking, community harassment, and unjustified surveillance. Real quick before I get into the topic, I want to thank all my new subscribers. Thanks for tuning in. I also want to state for the record that I don't claim to have all the answers. All I have is my experience, my knowledge, and my research that's brought me to these justified conclusions. So I want to tie it all in together with a few of my other videos when I just walked through my neighborhood and I showed you the neighborhood watch sign, and also in my very first video when I talked about the lies, myth, and deception factor. So, because a lot of people think these people are angels or aliens or demons or whatever the case may be, but what I think they are people working in volunteers in police service and other agencies. So let's just deal with this one really quick. And right off top, you see it's funded by the Bureau of Justice and the Department of Justice, right? Now, let's get into relationships to community and policing. This is important. The Volunteers in Police Service program is a logical outgrowth of a growing trend of community policing initiatives nationwide. So they're doing this everywhere. Community or problem-oriented policing programs have built strong bridges between law enforcement agencies and citizens they serve. A logical expansion of this collaboration is to allow citizens to engage with their local law enforcement agencies to work together even more closely in enhancing policing services. Now, once you understand how the Patriot Act and the Justice Department all play a role in gang stalking and targeting individuals, you'll understand how these people are able to get away with this, and they have all this information at their disposal. They're working with the police, the regular people in the community, and wherever you go, you can move anywhere. You see that sign, they're close by, trust me. And they get your information as soon as you touch down wherever you're going. Now, if you take a look at their website, you can start your own neighborhood watch program, or you can locate one. That's crazy, right? So I also want to go into some of the justice programs. Like, I discussed rope. If you checked out my other video, I discussed rope that was implemented in 1983 as an experiment on juveniles through the Justice Department, right? Now, check out the verbiage, check out the wording on this Weed and Seed, National Weed and Seed program funded by the United States Department of Justice. So I'm going to go into it a little bit. It says, develop a comprehensive multi-agency strategy to control and prevent violent crime, drug trafficking, and drug-related crime in targeted neighborhoods. See, they target neighborhoods also, not just people. You could pull up, you could move into a targeted neighborhood, and you can become a target of these types of programs. Number 2, coordinate and integrate existing and new initiatives to concentrate resources and to maximize their impact on reducing and preventing violent crime, drug trafficking, and gang activity. So once again, they're talking about new initiatives. When new laws are passed, like they do, like the Patriot Act, they could implement that into the way they police society. Number 3, mobilize community residents in the targeted areas to assist law enforcement in identifying and removing violent offenders and drug traffickers from the community, and to assist other human service agencies in identifying and responding to service needs in the targeted area. So this Weed and Seed program, like National Neighborhood Watch, that's watching you and they're reporting you to the law enforcement to achieve these goals. Weed and Seed integrates law enforcement, community policing, prevention, intervention, treatment, and neighborhood restoration efforts. The Weed and Seed program is being implemented in more than 150 communities across the country. Now, this was back in the 80s when they wrote this. 150 communities already. And what was some of their let's see, removing violent offenders, identifying and removing violent offenders, the same as the repeat offender program enforcement that they implemented in what, 1983. So right now, these are facts. These are proofs that these government agencies, they mobilize as a community, they target areas, they target people, and they report to the law enforcement about these people, and they are not the police. So with that, I'm going to sign off. I'm going to leave some links. I want you to check it out. I'm going to be back with a couple of more topics that's going to discuss how all these things tie in together with the Patriot Act, with Homeland Security, and with the Department of Justice and Health and Human Resources. Like, share, subscribe, comment. I'm out. Shalom.